both sides of the ball, both teams suffering from injuries.
Third quarter, back to Dylan Bell. Oh my goodness, what concentration by Bell. Sets the Bulldogs up inside the 5, and on the very next play, Nate Frazier going to take it in from 2, and we are tied at 13. This is into the third quarter. All right, it's he on top.
You can do that. You just can't throat slash, which he finishes there with the penalty.
All right, Florida looking for the lead, but a bad snap on a field goal attempt.
Stop me if you've heard this before. Special teams issues for Florida.
I've heard it. Ensuing Georgia drive. Beck to Cash Money Jones.
3 catches for 37 yards. They like the matchup today with Cash Jones on the Florida linebackers.
Dogs up 20-13, fourth quarter. Jacoby Jackson. Again, this is a backup quarterback. This is a third-string quarterback. Aiden Warner, a Yale transfer, did a nice job on that drive, leading Florida into position for a Jackson touchdown. Warner, by the way, had taken 11 snaps in his career and thrown 3 passes. Meanwhile, Beck finds the right color jersey, and that right color jersey is Arian Smith, who goes 34 yards. And then Beck to Dominic Lovett, 27-20.
Yeah, a little slip screen to the slot. The O-line, the tight ends go out and block. And it's amazing when everybody's on the same page. This passing game actually can do some things.
Y'all receivers didn't catch very well. How about your defenders? That's an absolute brilliant.
C.J. Allen there off the Warner interception. Warner 7 for 22 in a real difficult spot. Dwight Phillips' first ever carry. It's a touchdown. Dogs win again.
No, I'm not concerned with it because, I mean, you throw the ball, that's going to happen sometimes. I mean, we got to try to do a good job of preventing it, but we also won the game because he can throw the ball, right? We weren't able to run the ball down their throat in the fourth quarter. We threw the ball. And he makes checks, decisions. I mean, there's 3 plays in the last 2 drives that nobody knows what he did, and he's got elite knowledge of what's going on and puts us in the right play, and the plays work when he puts us in them. He's got to be willing to take check downs and what defense gives him and not force the ball a lot of times. But as to what keeps him from pressing, if I knew that, I would be worth a lot more money.
You think about it now, just a few weeks ago, that he's standing around eating ice cream, So, and then all of a sudden, Graham Mertz is down. I'm the 2, and then here we go 2 weeks later. It's Florida, Georgia, and I'm trotting on the field in mid-second quarter here. And I have a locker room of players that, I have a responsibility to. So hats off to Aiden in terms of how he handled that today.
The celebration was all Georgia's for the 4th time in a row and the 7th time in the last 8 seasons. But Beck certainly... It's got to be bothersome, right? We're talking 11 interceptions in the last 5 games with his 3.
I'll tell you what's not bothersome. Seeing these celebrations is never bothersome. Whenever you beat Florida, it is a fantastic day. Now, put the analyst hat on, and yes, it is bothersome to see so many interceptions. Great to see the smiling faces, but the interceptions at some point are going to catch up with you. You mentioned the 11 interceptions in the last 5 games. Well, 7 of those have been in the first half of games. And so when you look at Carson Beck's body of work, very talented player. We all rank him pretty high when it comes to quarterbacks, but he's got to make better decisions. Can't throw the football in the team meetings of the other team. And also the communication with wide receivers. There were several times over this season and even in this game where you've seen Carson Beck make changes at the line of scrimmage, and whether it was the receiver understanding it or him being clear with the check, it turns into an interception or an incomplete pass at best sometimes. And so, look, I thought defensively for Georgia, though, they kept Georgia in this football game. The defense put the offense in position to score. They get 14 points off 2 turnovers. And CD, on those turnovers, Georgia's offense only had to go 36 yards and 7 yards in order to get touchdowns in that second half.
No doubt, complimentary football there. But when Florida scored in the fourth quarter to make it 20-20, it was all Carson Beck. 7-play drive, they go 75.
Mình sẽ chỉ dẫn cho tất cả các bạn cách tô màu sao cho thật là đẹp trong những bức tranh của mình. Và bây giờ chúng ta cùng bắt đầu nào.
Bây giờ mình sẽ tiếp tục tô màu nhé. tô màu son nha các bạn.